Good morning everyone, this is Multi-Game Master 1 and welcome back to my 100% Let's Play of Pikmin. Yesterday we explored the forest navel, discovered a brand new species of Pikmin, the blue Pikmin, and also their new capabilities as to walk in the water and recover 2 more ship parts. And today we're going to head back to the impact site to boost up the blue Pikmin population and get the other ship part that we couldn't before. So here we are back at the start. This is pretty much where the adventure started, as you recall from day 1. And now to start, I'm going to get some yellow Pikmin. About 15 of them will do. See, just move right along here. There's an enemy right there, but we'll get to it as soon as possible. Any more bomb rocks? No? Okay. Alright, so now let's make our way up here and deal with this rock wall. And now the rock wall has been taken down, and up ahead we have a brand new enemy. This is known as a pearly clam, and that pearl that you see in its mouth is pretty valuable. And right now I'm just using bomb rocks to attack the pearl, but there will be a better way as to how you can retrieve it with your Pikmin if you don't have bomb rocks. Okay, so everything is done for the yellow Pikmin. Let's have them return back to the onion. Careful, easy does it. And I know that there are a lot of pellet posies here with their pellets, but I'll cover those a little bit later. Right now, the ship part and boosting the blue Pikmin population is our top priority. So now we're gonna have all of our blue Pikmin come out. Let's see, there's something around here. Okay, we have another iridescent flint beetle. I'll chase it down real quick. Try to get as much as I can from it. I highly recommend using red or blue Pikmin to attack it so that just because it doesn't fly so high. And as long as you keep attacking it excessively, you'll be able to get many prizes from it. Of course, it won't last long because it has a limit. Usually it does. Okay, so now I gotta pick up all my Pikmin that have scattered all over the place. Okay, I'm missing 2. Where are the other 2? There's one right there. And there's one right there. Okay. And we have another one right here. I'll chase this down as well. Come back here, Flint Beetle. You cannot escape from the wrath of the Pikmin. Keep running. Keep scuttling about. You cannot run. Okay, we got a good chunk of prizes from it. Now, let's just gather the Pikmin all together. I'm missing 2, but I think I see them. Where's the other one? Oh, it was carrying the pellet back. Okay. And we have another one right here. Guess we'll chase that down as well. You know, actually, the more I attack this iridescent flint beetle, the more I think that it'll be necessary if you have 100 blue Pikmin with you as you explore the region that we were just covering a moment ago. Okay, I'm missing my 2 blue Pikmin. Oh yeah, they're sprouting back at the start. Okay, so I'm gonna have the blue Pikmin carry these scraps back. Hopefully I don't miss any. Good chunk of prizes from the iridescent flint beetle today. Very good chunk. Very nice. Now would probably be a good time to focus on other pellet posies and get their pellets to get 100 blue Pikmin, but I think it would be a waste of time. So what I'm going to do is, what is that Pikmin doing? Okay, so as I was saying, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explore the path that we just uncovered a moment ago, and then pretty much just get to more blue Pikmin later. Of course, there is a good way so you can get a massive amount of Pikmin in the onion. Okay, so did everyone get their fill? Okay, now let's move right along. Go back up this path here. Some of the Pikmin will fall off, but it's okay, I can just get them up here. And before we do anything else, I'm gonna have the blue Pikmin take down this wall right here. It won't take them long. And we have some colored seeds right here, but I'm going to give it to the respective Pikmin. So this red one will go to the red onion, the blue one will go to the blue onion, and the yellow one will go to the yellow onion as soon as I find it. And what are you two doing over there? Come on now. So this pearl is pretty valuable. If you take it back to any of the Pikmin's onions, you'll get a whopping 50 bonus Pikmin sprouts. And now it's time to introduce the Pearly Clam Clamp. You can use the Pikmin to retrieve its pearl from its mouth in order to defeat it, but you want to get them out of there in time. If they're caught within its mouth, there's no way in which you'll be able to get them back. So, time it real carefully, and your Pikmin will survive. Okay, so they almost got it. Alright, now get out of there. Okay, we'll have them take that back. Ship part right here. We'll focus on the pellet later. Yeah, so here's where the ship part is, disguised as a pearl. And you just want to follow the same strategy that you did just earlier. And be sure to launch the Pikmin, the blue Pikmin in this case, directly in front of the pearl. Otherwise, if they get caught in the back, or if they're tossed at the back of the pearl, then it's more than likely that they'll get captured and then eaten alive. I found the positron generator. By combining batteries with solar cells, this machine can generate an incredible amount of electricity. What a timely find. Those instant space noodles will taste better heated up. Yeah, because who would really want to eat cold food? No one I know. And I'm pretty sure no one you know as well. Okay, so we got the ship part, which makes our work complete. Now the only thing that's there to do is to fill up the Pikmin population. Of course, we already got 100 blue Pikmin. So to balance things out, Well, I'll get to it in a moment, but I'm just gonna have all the 3 different colored Pikmin pretty much just have a little recess time of their own. Positron generator. This electric generator is so powerful that if you approach it carelessly, you'll get an electric shock. 8 of 30 parts, 4 more will increase the dolphin's capabilities. And one thing I don't understand, if you approach the positron generator carelessly and get an electric shock, how come it doesn't affect the Pikmin? Or Almar as soon as you touch it? Just doesn't make sense. But it's Nintendo logic. As I said before, I won't question it. Okay, so the Pikmin are happily fed. And now we're pretty much going to have some recess time from here on out, so I'm going to send 66 of my blue Pikmin back, or 67 I should say. Then call out 33 yellow Pikmin. And finally, 34 reds. To match up to 100. And now let recess begin. So, boosting Pikmin population, I'll start with the red Pikmin first. And we really don't have a lot of time to get all of the pellets from the pellet posies here, but as long as I get the big ones such as these, then that's good enough. What are you doing? Find another spot. There you go. We already took care of the blue Pikmin, so I won't have to worry about going back into the water. Next I'll work with the yellow Pikmin. And the 20 plus seed. We go up here and there it is up there. Of course you guys may have seen it earlier, but at the time I was just ignoring it and focusing on the top priority of getting the ship part. And the blue Pikmin, we have some more big seeds up there, so what I'm gonna have the blue Pikmin do is unpatch this geyser that's hidden in the grass here. And build this climbing log thing, in which, well, I shouldn't call it a climbing log thing, but like a stalk. Kind of like a stalk, in which they can use it to get up there. Okay, so I'll send a few blue Pikmin up there and get the blue seed. Or maybe I'll just send them all. Alright, now those guys can rest. The yellow Pikmin is up next. I said yellow Pikmin, not blue Pikmin. Please get over there. Wait there. Alright, up you go. And here's the 10 plus seed, or pellet, I should say. And we are already running short on time, so I can't really focus on the smaller pellets, but it doesn't really matter. As long as I get the bigger ones, that's fine. It's good enough. Okay, so red Pikmin, carry that back. Thank you. 10 seconds left, time to gather all of the Pikmin together. And oh boy, I'm missing Pikmin. Missing Pikmin. There they are. Okay. Now before the day ends, I want to check the population between these guys. And if my math is correct, the blue Pikmin seem to have the most population, while yellow is second and red is fourth. It'll be unbalanced for right now, but I will deal with this in the morning. So thus our work here in the impact cycle is done and the day has ended. And that's another reason why I gather all 3 of those colored Pikmin, because it's nice to watch them scatter to their aliens. I did it before with the red and yellow Pikmin, but having all 3 colored Pikmin just makes it even cooler. And off we go. Our work in the impact site is complete. Six days since impact. I have seen that, at times, the leaf atop a Pikmin's head will grow into a bud and then a flower. It appears that if I do not pick the Pikmin sprouts, they gradually bloom over time. Fascinating. This melding of plant and animal traits is surely unique in the natural world. I have found flower Pikmin to possess increased swiftness. When in a rush, I found pressing and holding A, then calling the flower Pikmin forth with the directional pad to be quite an effective strategy. I've also learned that new sprouts found growing on days following fierce battles are the results of seeds being left behind. So we boosted the blue Pikmin population a little bit too much. But the more Pikmin the merrier. I'll balance the population out between them and the red and yellow Pikmin in the morning. And still haven't lost a single Pikmin, so we are on a roll and everything is complete in the impact site. And I think I may have said that earlier, but that's just so you guys know. And that's going to be it for today. So tomorrow we're going to head back to the Forest of Hope and pick up some more ship parts from there. And go out as far into the Forest of Hope as we can to recover those ship parts. So until tomorrow, I'm Multi Game Master 1. Thanks for watching and have a good night.